Slope-intercept. A linear equation models a linear function. In other words, it describes a line. Look at the first four letters that you have in the linear equation up here. Linear equation, line. So it describes a line. The there are three forms of a linear equation. The first one that you're going to be studying is the slope-intercept form, and it is written y equals mx plus b. Now what do these mean? The y and the x are just the x and the y coordinates that you're familiar with, that are coordinates for a point. The m is the slope of a line, and the b is the y-intercept of a line. Both of these you saw in a previous lesson. Slope is how much a line goes up over how much it goes across, and the y-intercept is where the line intercepts the y-axis. Find the slope and y-intercept of these slope-intercept formed equations. Okay, so this equation, y equals 2x minus 1. Remember, let me write this down for you. It's y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, b is the y-intercept. So tell me the slope of this line. Correct, the slope is 2. And the y-intercept? Now you got to be careful here. It's not 1, it is -1. Okay? Now the slope of this one is -3, and the y-intercept, there isn't one, so it is 0. Okay, there's nothing listed. I shouldn't say there isn't one. There was nothing listed there, so it's really -3x plus 0. So the y-intercept is 0 for this line. And here we don't have an x. If you don't have an x listed there, there's nothing in front of the x. That means that you have no slope. So this one is a no slope or 0 slope. I'll just write it out. Or 0 slope. What's the y-intercept? Yes, the y-intercept is 5. Alright, now writing an equation in slope-intercept form. What is an equation of the line with slope -4/5 and y-intercept of 7? Well, if you've got the form of the slope-intercept of y equals mx plus b, all you've got to do is fill in y equals, the slope is -4/5, put the x, the y-intercept is 7, and you've written an equation of that line. What is the slope of the line with the equation y equals 3/4 x plus 3? Well, the slope is 3/4. The y-intercept is +3. Alright, your turn. What is an equation of the line with slope 3/2 and y-intercept -1? Remember, we are putting it in the form of y equals mx plus b. Alright, go ahead. Pause the video, write this down real quick, and then come back and see how you did. Okay, that will be y equals 3/2 x minus 1. Did you get that? Now we've got a line on a graph, and what we want to do is write an equation of the line. Once again, we start with y equals mx plus b. And the two things we need are the slope and the y-intercept. Let's start with the slope. Let me get a different color. We'll start at this point because that's a good place where it crosses an intersection, meets an intersection. And the next point is, well, there's the point right here. So we can go up 1 and right 1. Up 1 and right 1, so that gives us a slope of 1. What's the y-intercept? Well, here's the y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the y-intercept. So we write our equation y equals 1x. We don't have to put the 1 because when it's 1, just understood 1x plus 5. Alright, your turn. Do the same thing that we just got through doing. Find the slope, find the y-intercept, and then plug them into y equals mx plus b. I'll go ahead and write that up here for you. Y equals mx plus b. And let's see, where would you want to start? Here's a good place to start for finding your slope, okay? Pause the video, try this one, and then come back. Okay, so we've got our point here, and you can either go to the left or to the right, it doesn't matter. We'll go to the right. So we go down 1 and right 1, 2, 3. So we went down 1 and right 3, and that's our slope, is negative 1/3. So we can write y equals negative 1/3 x. And what's our slope? I mean our y-intercept. Well, this is where it intercepts the y-axis, and that point is negative 1. So that would be negative 1. So net y equals negative 1/3 x minus 1. I'm sure you got that, didn't you? Okay, write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line with a slope of 3/4 and a y-intercept of negative 2, and then graph it. So we've got y, again we write y equals mx plus b. Our slope is 3/4 x. Our y-intercept is negative 2. Now we come over here and we come to negative 2 because that's where we start, is with our y-intercept. So we put a point here at negative 2 on the y-intercept, and then we use our slope and we go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you would do this with a ruler. I'm going to do it with the line marker here, and you connect the 2 points and you've got your line. And whenever you draw a line, you should always put the arrows on the ends to show that it goes on forever. Okay? Alright, your turn. Now you write an equation in slope-intercept form for this line with a slope of negative 1/2 and a y-intercept of 3. Then graph it. Okay? Once again, you're going to be using y equals mx plus b. Once you get your formula, start out with the y-intercept and then use the slope to finish your line. Pause the video, try this one, and then come back again, okay? So we write y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3. We come over here and we go 1, 2, 3. And our slope is negative 1/2. So you go down 1 and right 2. Down 1, right 2. Okay, and then we can draw our line. And there we go. And let's put our arrows on each side of it. Let me select the line, put the arrows on each side of it, and we're done. Not bad, huh? Alright, graph 3x plus 2y equals 6. Now what's the problem with this one? The problem with this one is that it doesn't have it in slope-intercept form. And we want it to say y equals mx plus b. So we want the x to be on the right side, the y to be on the left side. So let's change this formula around. So we go minus 3x and minus 3x. That leaves us with 2y equals minus 3x plus 6. Now whenever it's in the right form, we have y equals. Right now it says 2y. So we divide by 2, everything by 2, and that leaves us with y equals negative 3/2 x plus 3. Now we can come over here and graph this. We go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and our slope is negative 3/2. So we go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and right 2. 1, 2. Make my mark. There we go. Now we come over here and we get our line drawer. There we go. Okay. And we put our arrows on each end. And we've got our line. I bet I know what's coming next. Your turn. Make sure you get this in the form of y equals mx plus b. Then start with your y-intercept and use your slope to graph your line. Pause the video and then come back to me and let's see how we do. Okay, so let's get rid of the, not get rid of, but let's move the 3x to the other side. So we minus 3x on the left side, minus 3x on the right side. That gives us negative 4y is equal to negative 3x plus 12. We divide by negative 4 to get the y by itself. And that gives us y equals 3/4. It's positive because negative divided by negative is positive. X. Positive divided by negative gives you negative 3. So we come over here and we go 1, 2, 3 down. And our slope is 3/4. That means we go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And right 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we've got to draw our line. And put the arrows on each end of our line to indicate it goes on forever in both directions. Did you do that? Okay, good job. Write an equation in slope-intercept form based upon the graph. So the first thing you do is you write down the formula that you're going to be using, the form of the equation, y equals mx plus b. Alright, so let's find the y-intercept first. The y-intercept is right here, and that is 1, 2, 3. So we know that's going to be 3. Now the slope, let's see, we can start right here, and now we've got to find another place where it crosses right here. So we go up 1, 2, and right 1, 2, 3. Up 2, right 3. So we know our slope is 2/3. So we write y equals 2/3 x plus 3. Your turn. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line on the graph below. Remember, start by finding the slope or the y-intercept. I usually try to find the y-intercept first and then the slope, because finding the y-intercept gives me a good starting point to find the slope. So, your turn. Pause the video, do your best, and then come back and see how we did. Alright, so we've got a negative 1, 2, 3. Let me write y equals mx plus b. Our slope, our y-intercept is negative 3. Now let's find another place where it crosses right here. So that means we went down 1 and we went right 1, 2, 3. Down 1 and right 3. So now we can write our equation. Y equals negative 1/3 x minus 3.